Just at the house, trying to get things more in order again. I'll show you the situation right now. Here in the gym, things are starting to come together. I got some gear left here that I gotta find places for and just fix this place up. This wall here is gonna become the padded wall. I got my old blue mats back there that Alex and I are gonna use to make that into a padded wall. And then I've got the new mats down. Alex and I worked one evening, all evening to get these laid out. And these are nice thick. These are the ends of them just to show you, but they're over an inch thick. Nice, very tight seamed gray puzzle mats. And so this is gonna be really good matting for the floor. But yeah, I've still got some work to do here tonight. I'm hoping that tonight all this gear and everything is organized, everything's clear and ready. We just got to put up the wall. We could even train Monday with or without the wall, which is tomorrow. So I'm hoping to get that all set. I've had a bunch of setbacks in getting this prepared this week. Of course, last week I was traveling. I didn't fly back until Monday, and I didn't get here till very late Monday night. Because I had a little bit more of airline issues to deal with on Monday. My air travel just did not go well this time around, and that's just it's what happens. It's to be expected. A lot of it's just to keep things flowing right and keep things safe, and so I'm okay with that. But then so I get back Monday. I go back to work on Tuesday, teach a class, and then while I'm there, I get some bad news. It seems that while I was gone, there was a document floating around in the copy room that was an invoice from a lawyer, and it listed charges all through the month of February for this lawyer to draft and redraft and research and draft again a termination letter for me and a letter of reprimand for my deceased friend Narcissus. Now the work on Narcissus' letter of reprimand went right up until the day of his death. That day the lawyer had listed there on the invoice final draft of Narcissus' reprimand. But in any case, the legal cost to put together these letters was $6,000 that my college paid. And so from Tuesday on, I knew that my days were limited. There was no way they're going to pay a lawyer $6,000 to write up a letter of termination for me and then not terminate me. I had no idea what the causes were or anything like that, but I had speculations. Certainly, I gave them plenty of causes if they wanted to fire me, because in the year and a half that we've had a new administration, I've butted heads pretty strongly, and I've been very forthright with my opinions about those people that are now in charge. I don't think they should be in charge. I don't think that they are adequate academics or business managers to be running an academic institution like a college. But be that as it may, I waited, and Wednesday I decided to do some work here in town. Thursday I thought why even spend my money going out there when they're gonna fire me. It's imminent. And then Friday rolls around and I get a text message asking me to come to a late afternoon meeting about an articulation agreement with the University of Lethbridge And I know that Friday late afternoon meetings, that's just classic bait and trap for the termination. So instead of going to the meeting, I went out to my office at the main campus, collected my things, and by the time I was almost finished collecting my things, they had our O&M people there changing the locks and there to make sure that I wasn't stealing anything on my way out the door. They actually closed down the whole college for this event. It was ridiculous. Massive overkill on their part. So that was my day Friday, and later on, after I got home, they came and delivered my termination papers as well as an offer of settlement for severance and a change of the employment records if I agree to be muzzled and not say disparaging things about the people who did this to me. They'll pay me a little bit of severance, not what I deserve, and they will change the employment record from being terminated with cause to resigned. So I'm going to be drafting a counteroffer. I have to respond to them by this Friday. I got to put together a counteroffer. I'm not willing to be completely muzzled about what's gone on at the college. I think what happened there is a very important story that needs to be told. We had a world-class Indigenous education program that was ruined by a neo-colonial context, and I can't justify signing away my rights to tell stories that are important to learning stories from that period of my life. I think that I should have every right to my own biography, and I was at the heart of all that stuff, so that's my life, and I'm not giving up the right to talk about my life and what I've experienced and what I've observed. But I will agree to not center that discourse on persons, individuals, and be disparaging in that respect. But yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. I may just end up being terminated with cause. I don't know. Financially, of course, this couldn't come at a worse time because we just got a brand new house. My wife and I just moved into a house, like not even 2 weeks before they fired me. And just in terms of psychologically, it couldn't have come as a worse time because, okay, first of all, having to move your residence is one of the highest stressors that a person can experience. Then losing someone very close to you is another. And everybody there knew that I had just lost my best friend. And still, they carried this out. And they didn't wait till the end of the semester. Like, there was no emergency to do this, but they went ahead and did it. And so they are traumatizing my students as well. It's just a really bad scene. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to make my counteroffer. We'll see where we go from there. But the full-out gag order, I'm not going to accept that agreement, and so I don't know. We'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, it's a bad time for me. I'm going to have to find some kind of alternative. I do have a little bit of a plan. I want to continue offering my teachings in terms of traditional skills and knowledge, and maybe establish a private institute to that respect, where that can continue to happen with me and colleagues and students who have graduated from our program. But that's going to be something building from the ground up. That's not going to pay my bills right away. So right away, I'm going to have to find something to make that happen. I do have a little bit of cushion for a couple of months here because of my rattlesnake work. I still haven't collected for my rattlesnake relocations from last year, and I get a retainer at the beginning of this year. So that'll give me like about 2 months of income, what I would normally take home, close to it, not quite 2 months of income. That gives me a little bit of a window to find something alternative to do, to be making money to support my family and keep our home. And I have no doubt we're gonna be fine making our mortgage payments. It's all the other bills that are the problem. Mortgage is the most important, so that will always be paid along with insurance. But the other things we might fall back on, we might fall behind, and I don't want to. It messes up the credit reports and all that, and we just got ourselves back in good standing, but times are tough right now. Hopefully not tough for long. Maybe another door is going to open, and this is a new beginning for us. It is a new home. It's a new beginning, and so this just, in a way, it almost like adds to that new beginning. I'm a little bit more comfortable with it, talking about it right now, than I would have been a day or 2 days ago. I've been, of course, myself, like I said, psychologically, this is a killer. This is terrible. But I've got to get a grip on it and get hustling, because change is underway. I've been, like my wife, she's pretty smart, and she said, look, it's like a caged animal. And when you open that cage door, a lot of times the animal that's been caged for too long doesn't know what to do. It's scared to leave the cage. You've got too accustomed to the cage. Your door is open. It's time for you to do something, to make a move. Don't just stay in the cage. It's time for you to leave that cage. So that's the situation I'm in, and I'm really trying to leave the cage. It's hard. It's been my identity for a long time.